Good morning, student. I hope you all are healthy and fine. We have covered chapter 1 of civics, power sharing, and now we will start the next chapter, chapter 2, civics, that is federalism. So, first we will discuss the meaning. What do you mean by federalism? This federalism word is derived from Latin word fidus, which means an agreement. So, this federalism, it is an English word and it is made up of from a Latin word fidus. And what is the meaning of fidus? Agreement means power agreement of power between different levels of government like central, state and government. So federalism means it is a system of government in which the power is divided between central and state government. It has two or more level of government. In last chapter we have discussed the vertical form of power sharing. So federalism is the same thing. We are doing that sharing of power between different level of government like central and state government. So the definition of federalism is a system of government in which power is shared between central or state or sometimes local government. So this is called federalism. Now we will discuss there are two types of government. In complete world there are two types of government. First is unitary government. First is unitary government. Unitary means, the meaning uni means one government, only one government is there. In which country there is only one government, that is called unitary government. It means there are other governments but they are not have the powers, they are working under the one main government. Second is given federal government. Federal, there are two or more level of government. It means there are one central government, then state government, or sometimes maybe local governments. So there are two types of government in the complete world. First is unitary government and second is federal government. Unitary government, only one government is there. Federal, there are two or more level of government. Now what are the features of unitary government? Government at one level. It means there is only one government for the complete country, and that is called central government. Then central government has all the powers. The power in this country where there is unitary government, all power is in the hand of central government. It means the remaining government which are working in that country, they are just only help to that government and they will listen the order of that government. It means the remaining government, they cannot do any work without the permission of central government. It means they are under the central government and they will do according to that. It means they are not independent. Central government can pass order to the state government. It means the central government will pass the order that will be used by the state government. It means state government is not independent, that is working under central government. Now example is this United Kingdom, that is called England, part of England and Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland. This is the complete all countries are called UK. Then Italy and Portugal. So these countries have the unitary form of government. It means in these countries there are only one government, and that is central government. All power in the hand of the central government, and remaining government only work under the central government. It means they cannot pass any order. They will ask to the central government, then they can do anything. Now next thing we will discuss about the federal government. Federal government, in federal government there are two types of government, central and state government, and in some countries like India there is one more government, that is called local government. So central government for the entire country. In federal system there is a one government for the complete country, and then there will be one more government for the states that will work in their own state. Like Haryana have Haryana government, Punjab have Punjab government, UP have UP state government. But for the complete country, like we have the one government, central government. The government works for the common national interest. It means the government which will work at the central level, they have one common interest or common work for the complete country. It means they are not working for a particular state, they are working for the complete country. It is not state government works at the state level. So you know very well the state government is working only on their in state. Like Haryana government, that is working in only Haryana. Chief Minister of Haryana working for Haryana government only. Punjab in same way, Punjab state government. Now next is given, it is not answerable to the central government. It means the work which is done by the state government, that is not compulsory that they will explain to central government. It means the all work which is done by the state government, that is not compulsory that they will explain to, or they will give tell the central government. It means they are independent. State government are also independent. They can work independently. The example of these is India, Belgium, South Africa and Australia. These are the example of federal countries. Now we have discussed about two. One is unitary level of government and federal government. So you understood the difference between the unitary and federal. Unitary only one level central government, and the remaining government work under that central government. It means they are not independent like federal, but in federal there are central and state two government, and central government work independently and state government also work independently. And example we have discussed in unitary government: UK, Italy, Portugal, and in federal India, Belgium, South Africa and Australia. Now we will discuss about the features of federalism. What are the features of federalism? What are the features of federalism? Features means the characteristics, विशेषताएं इसको बोलते हैं. वो क्या है इसकी? There are two or more level of government. You know very well in federalism there are more than one government. That is central government, state government, or sometimes we in our country we have seen the local government. Second is given each level of government has its own jurisdiction. Jurisdiction means power. It means the each level of government we have seen the central government have some different power, state government have some different power. Jurisdiction in Hindi we can call it Adhikar Kshetra. It means that in our constitution we have fixed the power of central government and state government. So that is called jurisdiction. उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Jurisdiction mean अधिकार क्षेत्र. हर एक गवर्नमेंट का क्या है, आपका अलग अलग होता है. उनको बताया जाता है कि आपको ये पावर यूज करनी है, आपको ये पावर यूज करनी है. इट मीन्स क्राइटेरिया इज फिक्स्ड फॉर एवरी गवर्नमेंट. Jurisdiction specified in the constitution. It means the power which is specified, that is written in our constitution. It means the power is written in the constitution. What are the powers of central government and what are the powers of state government. Then next is when the fundamental provision of the constitution cannot be unilaterally changed by the single government. Unilaterally means akeli, one government. It means द मेन प्रोविजंस, जो मेन प्रावधान है हमारे कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के अंदर, अगर उसको कुछ चेंज करना है, इफ वांट टू चेंज समथिंग इन आवर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, दैट कैन नॉट बी डन बाय ए वन सिंगल गवर्नमेंट. दैट फॉर दैट वी हैड रिक्वायर्ड द ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट्स support. Now next is given courts. Courts have the power to interpret the constitution and the power of different levels of government. It means if any government will misuse its power, so at that time court will interfere in that work and court will not allow to that government to misuse its power. So the power is in hand of courts also to maintain the powers between the different levels of the government. Next is given sources of revenue for each level of government are clearly specified to ensure its financial autonomy. It means revenue. Revenue means you can say tax or you can call it rajaswa, जो सरकार हमसे टैक्स लेती है. इट मीन्स द एवरी गवर्नमेंट्स revenue system is fixed. It means state government will take such which type of tax and central government will take such type of tax. It means you have seen in our petrol. On petrol, central government is also taking tax to us and state government is also taking tax to us. It means it is given power to the all level of government in our country that they can fix their own revenue system and they can tax from the people. So these are the features of central this federalism. First is there are two or more level of government, then each level of government had its own power, you can say, or jurisdiction. Jurisdiction specified in the constitution, the power is specified in the constitution of all level of government. One government cannot change anything in the constitution. We have to require the support of other government also. Courts have the power that if any government is misusing the power, so they can stop the government to misuse the power. Then sources of revenue, sources of tax for each level of government are clearly specified in our constitution to make the financial autonomy. Autonomy means both government have the power to take the tax or revenue. Now what are the two main objectives of federalism? To safeguard and promote unity of the country. It doesn't mean that if we will divide the power between different level of the government, it means that country will be divided. The main work of this that we will do the welfare work of the public and we will promote the unity, एकता इसको बोलते हैं, of the country. To accommodate social diversity. Accommodate means adjust. Social diversity means different culture, religious people, those who are living in a country, we can adjust them properly and we can guide them properly and they can do their work properly. They will not face any problem. So for that purpose we are making the federal government. So today we have discussed about What do you mean by federalism? Then we have discussed there are two types of government. One is unitary form of government, the second is federal form of government. Then we have discussed the features of federalism. So what will you do? You will read chapter up to this features of federalism. Chapter reading is must for you, otherwise you will face problem in MCQs. So the chapter which we will discuss through videos, up to this you will read daily. So today we will read chapter up to main features of federalism. Okay, thank you. Stay healthy and stay safe at home.